Hello students, today I am going to continue with the same topic, that is maximum and minimum, very important topic. Exercise 6.5, question number 2. F of x is equal to mod x plus 2 minus 1. This is the first part of the question. Find the maximum and minimum value. You know that mod of x plus 2 greater than equal to 0. Mod x plus 2 greater than equal to 0. Adding minus 1 both side. Mod of x plus 2 minus 1 greater than minus 1. And in this place you can write f of x. F of x. Correct? It means the function f of x greater than equal to minus 1. So therefore minus 1 is the minimum value. Minus 1 is the minimum value. Therefore minimum value of f of x, that is minus 1. Minimum value of this function is minus 1 and no maximum value. Second part of this question, g of x is minus mod x plus 1 plus 3. Second part, minus mod x plus 1 plus 3. You know that mod x plus 1 is greater than equal to 0. Mod x plus 1 is greater than equal to 0. Already you know the modulus function. The range of modulus function is 0 to infinity. Clear? Positive real number. Now multiplying both sides by minus, because here minus, multiplying both sides by minus, it becomes less than 0. Clear? When you multiply the function with a negative sign, then the sign of inequality change. Clear? Now according to the question, adding 3 both sides. Adding 3 both sides. Minus mod of x plus 1 plus 3 less than equal to 3. And in this place you can write f of and g of x. Therefore g of x less than equal to 3. G of x less than equal to 3. So therefore you can say the minimum value of this function is 3. This is the minimum value. Correct? Correct or not? Think. This is the minimum value or maximum value? Because you know that the g of x less than equal to 3. It means 3 is the maximum value, not minimum value. Clear? So this is maximum value. This is maximum value of g of x. And third part of this question. Third part, you know. Third part, that is h of x is equal to sine 2x plus 5. You know that the maximum value of sine 2x less than equal to 1 and greater than equal to this. The maximum value of sine is 1 and the minimum value minus 1. Therefore, maximum value of h of x, put here 1 plus 5, 6, and the minimum value, put here minus 1 plus 5, that is 4. Clear? Similarly, you can solve fourth part of this question. Fourth part of this question, f of x is equal to mod sine 4x plus 3. Maximum value of this function, when you put here 1, so 1 plus 3, 4. The maximum value of this function is 4, and the minimum value of this function, when you put here minus 1 plus 3, 2. The minimum value of this function is 2. Clear? And the fifth part of this question, fifth part, h of x, x plus 1, x belongs to minus 1 to 1. Clear? You know that in open interval we cannot find maximum or minimum value, because we don't know about the last point of that interval. So directly you can write, in open interval we cannot find maximum or minimum value, because we don't know the point near 1 and near minus 1. Clear? Because suppose near 1, if we take 0.9, then you can say 0.91, then you can say 0.991. If you take 0.99 near 1, then you can say 0.991. So it means we can't find maximum or minimum value if the open interval is given. Question number 3rd. Find the local maxima and local minima, if any, of the following. Also find the local maximum and local minimum. Correct? Now I solve question number 3rd. Second part. First part is very easy. G of x, x cube minus 3x. X cube minus 3x. And the third part of this question, h of x is equal to sin x plus cos x, and the interval 0 to pi by 2. If in the question open interval is given, or interval is not given, then you can find local maxima or local minima. If in the question closed interval is given, then you can find absolute maximum value or absolute minimum value. That is very most important point. Again I repeat, if in the question open interval is given or interval not given, then you can find the local maxima or local minima. But if in the question closed interval is given, then you can find absolute maximum value or absolute minimum value. In this question, we can find local maxima, local minimum. Same question. Firstly, we solve second part of this question. G dash x. G dash x. You know very well the derivative of x cube. And that is 3x square minus 3. Other put g dash x is equal to 0. Therefore, you can say 3x square minus 3 is equal to 0. You can take 3 common. X square minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to plus minus 1. There are two values, x is equal to 1, x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 1. These values are called critical value, stationary point, or you can say turning point, where the graph turns. Now find second order derivative. Second order derivative of this, derivative of x square, that is 6x. And the derivative of 3 is 0. Now put this value. When you put 1, that is 6, which is greater than 0. If second order derivative is greater than 0, then local minimum. Here, when you put here minus 1, that is 6 into minus 1, minus 6, which is less than 0. If second order derivative is less than 0, it means local maxima. Therefore, you can say at x is equal to 1, local minima, or at x is equal to minus 1, local maxima. Now, we want to find the local maximum value or local minimum value, correct? Local maximum value, from this point, put g of minus 1, minus 1 cube minus 3 into minus 1, minus 1 plus 3, answer is 2. Similarly, you can find local minimum value, that is put x equal to 1 here. 1 cube minus 3 to 1, the result is minus 2. This is the answer of this question. Clear? And the third part. Third part, h of x is equal to sin x plus cos x. Therefore, h dash x, derivative of sin x, cos x and minus sin x. Clear? Put h dash x is equal to 0. Therefore, cos x minus sin x is equal to 0. Cos x minus sin x is equal to 0. Cos x is equal to sin x, and sin by cos, that is tan x is equal to 1 in the form of tan. Value of 1 is tan 45. So therefore, when you solve it, x is equal to pi by 4. Pi by 4 is the critical value. Clear? Now find second order derivative. Yes, derivative of cos x minus sin x and the derivative of sin x cos x. As I put the value pi by 4 minus sin pi by 4 minus cos pi by 4, sin pi by 4, sin 45, that is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2, that is minus root 2. It means less than 0. If second order derivative is less than 0, it means local maxima. Therefore, you can say at x is equal to pi by 4, local maxima. The local maximum value, put this value in the original function always. H of pi by 4, that is sin pi by 4 plus cos pi by 4, and the value sin 45, 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. When you add, the answer is root 2. This is the solution of this question. Clear? Now we solve next question. Correct? Or I repeat again. Your same procedure. H of x is equal to sin x plus cos x. H dash x, find its derivative. Simple derivative. Then put h dash x is equal to 0. Cos x minus sin x is equal to 0. Then shift this term to the right hand side. Now sin by cos. Yeah, or you can say dividing both sides by cos. That is tan x is equal to 1. And the one value in the form of tan, that is tan 45. Tan 45 is 1 when you compare the value of x is pi by 4. It means x is equal to pi by 4 is the critical point of this function. Now find second order derivative. Second order derivative this. The derivative of cos x minus sin x. The derivative of sin x cos x. When you put the value pi by 4, then the result is minus root 2. Result is minus root 2. And minus root 2 is less than 0. And you know that if second order derivative is less than 0, then local maxima. So you can find local maximum value and put this value in the original function. Your answer. Next, question number 5th. Find the absolute maximum value or absolute minimum value. Absolute maximum value or absolute minimum value. Question number 5th. That is f of x is equal to x cube and x belongs to minus 2 to 2. Find the absolute maximum value or absolute minimum value. Procedure, find f dash x, that is 3x square. Put 3x square is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. It means 0 is the value lies between this function. So you can find f of minus 2, f of 0, f of 2. No need to find second order derivative in this question, absolute maximum or absolute minimum. Just put this value in the original function. Minus 2 cube, that is minus 8, 0 cube, 0, and 2 cube, that is 8. Now, absolute maximum value, that is minus 2, absolute maximum value, highest value of this, highest, that is 8, that is 8, and absolute minimum value, that is minus 8, right? So with the help of this procedure you can find the absolute maximum value or absolute minimum value. Clear? So again I repeat this question. In this question no need to find second order derivative. F of x is equal to x cube. Firstly find its derivative f dash x, then put f dash x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0. Here you can get one value or one more than one value, which all the value lies between these function. All the value lies between these function, and after that including this value and both value, find the result. Put all these value in the original function. F of minus 2 you will get minus 8. F of 0 when you put 0, f of 2 that is 8. After that in all the values decide which is the maximum value. The maximum value is 8, therefore you can say absolute maximum value in this interval is 8, and the lowest value, which is lowest value, that is minus 8. So you can say absolute minimum value is minus 8. Clear? So your homework revise the concept of maxima and minima. Same topic we discuss on the Zoom class. Thank you.